Rita Jackman. I'm from Scotland, and before I left I was talking to a colleague, a Canadian, and I told him I was going to the United States. He said, "Where was I going?" I said, "Madison." So he said, "Well, so you're not really going to the United States." But when I get back, I'll be telling him that the United States is a place where 2,000 people will gather at short notice to listen to an octogenarian. And the whole of the United States is like that. We've been involved for 2 years in capturing the real experience of Palestinians under occupation, siege and bombardment. And many of you will not have been to the West Bank, never mind Gaza. But there is an important story to tell that isn't captured by the way it's portrayed in the media. Let me tell you that the Palestinians are culturally rich, they're socially strong, they're highly educated, they're democratic, and they're here to stay. But they need... But they're on a long journey and they need our support, and I'm confident they'll have your support. One of the things I've learned in my experience of working on this issue is not to underestimate small Palestinian women. They may look small, but they generally have the heart of a lion and the spirit of a tiger. And it's a great pleasure to introduce to you my colleague Rita Jackman, who has run the Institute of Community and Public Health at the University of Berzit for the last 30 years. She is by far and away the leading public health academic in the occupied Palestine territory. And the capacity that she has built up, that's reflected in this series of articles in The Lancet, is truly impressive. Many of us have got experience of working in universities in the West, sometimes in the sleepy hollow of universities in the West. Rita has been doing the same work in the very much more challenging environment of the occupied Palestinian territory under conditions of Israeli occupation. So I'm proud to introduce you to a giant of Palestinian civil society, Rita Jackman.
Thank you. Now I'm at a loss as to how I can introduce you. And one way of doing that is saying brave heart, a very brave heart indeed. He's been with us all along, doing whatever needs to be done in order to assemble the evidence from various disciplines to produce the Lancet series on Palestinian health. And that's a series really about Palestine through the lens of health. I think by now we have exhausted all data sets and all information, so we have to start now brand new, looking for more evidence. I would like to say that my daughter, who's in college in the United States now, would say, "This is awesome." Madison, my gosh, the last 3 days we've been here, it's really been heartwarming. There's a progressive community here. It's remarkable. It's remarkable. And what I would like to say is, I would like to thank you very much for your interest. And I'd like to invite you all to come to the occupied Palestinian territory. You have to see for yourselves. I know you've been bombarded with all sorts of untruths, and I also know that you're beginning to question. And the best way to cement this questioning is to see and assess and analyze for yourself. Thank you very much.
As As we said, there's a huge number of people here, and it's great to see the crowd here tonight. I do want to note someone who is not with us, who would have been, and that is lifetime activist and self-proclaimed anarchist Leah Zeldin, who passed away last Thursday. There will be a memorial this Saturday for Leah Zeldin, and in fact the Socialist Potluck, which normally takes place on Saturday, is going to move itself over to the Labor Temple, and there'll be a potluck supper for Leah Zeldin beginning at 5 p.m. at the Madison Labor Temple, followed by a time when many of the people that have worked with her over these many years in Madison will get a chance to share some of their memories, and family members will be there as well, and I encourage any and all of you to attend Saturday, April 11th at 5 p.m. at the Labor Temple. A couple of housekeeping things really quickly. Turn off your cell phones, please. No flash photography or unauthorized video. We do have some very, very fine videographers. Karen Chin of On the Earth Productions, working together with WYOU TV, have made videos of all of this series. And some of those are available for sale in the lobby tonight. Tonight's talk, which hasn't happened yet, obviously isn't available yet, but will be soon. And they're taking orders for DVD copies of tonight's presentation. So you can pick up copies of the last 2 days' events, and you can place an order for a copy of tonight's, if you'd like. WYOU table out there. Also, want to especially note Rainbow Bookstore Co-op. They have a large selection of books, including many copies of Noam Chomsky's books. So if you didn't bring one to get it signed, that's the place to get one, and he'll sign it for you after the presentation. Well, I want to bring up somebody without whom this would not have happened. And there's been a lot of back and forth about small women doing a lot, and I want to say that Jennifer Lowenstein has done a lot in this community. And it was her idea to put this together. It was her untiring efforts that brought together that whole list of sponsors that I read to you at the beginning. And it is Jennifer Lowenstein who will come up now to introduce our keynote speaker, Noam Chomsky.